Most of you may not know, but the Department of Justice suing Texas Governor Greg Abbott for issuing orders to keep illegal immigrants from crossing the border. Now, these aren't just normal people. Some of them are. The majority of them are military-age young men, mostly wearing camouflage and stuff like that. Gang members, drug dealers, definitely drug dealers, terrorists, the cartel that's crossing these borders. And the DOJ is fighting this. This is what you get when you have liberal Democrats in charge. We've got to change this on the next election. This is what I've got for you today. Judge issues warning to all Americans a year after declaring border invasion. Now, this is a judge talking. Her name is Judge Dale Carruthers. And we're going to get into what she said from an interview. All this coming to you from the Western Journal, equipping readers with the truth. And that is what my videos are about, getting you the best truth that I can get out to you. Let's get into this. The Texas judge is still warning Americans that the invasion by a tidal wave of illegals streaming across our country and our southern borders every day isn't just a problem for people living in border states, but it's for all states across our country because they're coming to our town. This has got to stop. According to the judge, they're coming to your town. Terrell County Judge Dale Carruthers said that the border crisis isn't in a recent interview, and your residents will be just as angry as my residents are. Carruthers had become so alarmed by the army of illegals entering the country that she ended up dropping her lifelong affiliation with the Democrat Party and becoming Republican because her former party is not merely disinterested in the problem, but wants to make it worse. This is because they think they're getting votes out of it. But what they are getting is turning this country into a third world country. We can't allow it. This has got to stop. This is why this next election is so important. This stuff has got to stop. We've got to get this country back on track. About a year ago, Carruthers became one of the first judges in Texas history to proclaim the flood of illegals to be an invasion of our country, and she's not backing down from the assessment now. In July of last year, Carruthers joined a list of judges, sheriffs, and other Texas officials in signing a declaration of invasion and calling on Governor Abbott to join them on labeling the crisis of illegals as an official invasion under Article 1 of the U.S. Constitution, the Center Square reported at this time. Carruthers said that the group of officials intended to keep pressure on Abbott about the dangers of illegals. We are pushing it very hard, she said last year. Terrell County has less than 1,000 people. We have had people from over 100 countries go through Terrell County. That is of every shade of melanin in your skin. We have experienced an invasion that is something of every language. And I said that I am a multiracial judge. I am standing here letting you know it is not of color. There are over 100 countries coming through. We are trying to protect the sovereignty of Texas. I am a constitutional judge, and we are standing behind the cause, he said, of the flood of criminal illegals. A year has passed, and nothing is getting any better. Carruthers is once again speaking out on this issue. This is a judge you gotta love, that stands for the Constitution, the rule of law. You're not finding that. In yet another interview at the Center Square, Carruthers is still warning that the type of people streaming across the border look more like an invading army than refugees. Carruthers stressed that the largest number of military aid, this is who's coming through large groups, she added. She said legitimate immigrants use port of entry, but runners, traffickers, smugglers come through Terrell County. She also pointed out that they are almost always wearing camouflage clothing. Once they get inside the Texas border, they begin trespassing, breaking and entering, stealing, smuggling people, exploiting people, kidnapping children, selling women and men into slavery. If that doesn't frighten you, nothing will. Boy, that's for sure. She also said that the gotaways, the term used for people that don't get caught by the Border Patrol and just free running through our country. The boys they kidnap are mules. Other crimes follow, and after that, Americans start dying. We warned you, Carruthers said. We weren't crying wolf, we were crying coyote. We are telling you that the Mexican cartels are here. One side of how dangerous it is can be seen in the warnings from law enforcement that landowners should not even pick up a backpack because the amount of fentanyl the powder that's just on these backpacks can kill you just from touch. Regular Texans are living in fear, and they shouldn't have to be living like this. It is like that on a daily basis. They've got their schools in lockdown, so illegals don't go in there and try to kidnap to kill children and sell them off as sex slaves or something like that. That's pathetic. They shouldn't have to be locking down schools because of these people, because Biden administration sucks and wants this to happen. We warned everyone a year ago, and it's only gotten worse. We can do everything in our power to inform you. We aren't alarmists. We are trying to let you know what we're dealing with, that she warned on the border crisis. Now, this is from a judge warning you, don't turn a blind eye. Don't deny calling this an invasion. Any other country would. This is an invasion. Declaring an invasion had to be done. And she's right, because you've got liberal pukes that are in that White House that want to turn this country into a third world country. Doesn't mean you have to listen to these. If you have any sense of dignity, look around your town, especially in the bigger cities, New York, Florida, Texas, Philadelphia, all over the place. I know I stopped in a place, I think Wyoming, I'm not sure, when I was heading up to North Dakota, and stopped in to get a hotel for the night just to get a rest. Walked in there, and she said, yes, she had one room left, and I said, only one room. She said, yeah, the military has flown in a couple planes of illegal immigrants, and the military's taking up all the rooms. So a room that was going to cost me $35 cost me $105 because they raised the prices because the military brought all these people in. This is the kind of crap. We shouldn't be flying illegals anywhere. They should be turned around at the border, sent back to their country to do it legally. Let me know what you guys think of this article, and I'm going to keep an eye on this because the border crisis is not getting any better. It's just getting worse. The amount of drugs crossing here is unreal. Guns, everything, and people want to bitch about the guns and the shooting, and these are illegal guns, mental people committing these crimes. This is what needs to stop. The border needs closed. The guns need to stop from north and south, southern borders, both of them, not just one. Then you start taking the illegal guns off the street, get these criminals locked back up, send them out of our country. Do not let them back in. So let me know what you guys think. You got any questions or comments, please leave them below. Share this video, get it out there, warn people what's going on in our southern border. Don't listen to the lame street media because they're not going to give you the truth. I'm going to give you the truth as much as close to the truth as I can get. Please share my videos. Follow me on Rumble at ChazU, C-H-A-S-U. And as soon as I get some more information on this or any other important topic, I'll get it out. So until then, this has been The Talking Point with the Country Conservative. I'm Charlie, and I'll see you next time.